Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Arlo Maverick, a man in many hats who just happens to rap. And today we're talking about creating an album and goals that you may want to set as you create an album. One thing you'll notice with the vlogs that I've created is that there are reoccurring themes that tend to come up. One of them is goal setting. Another one is teams. Now, the reason why this comes up is because every step of the way you're going to have a team that helps you to accomplish something. Every step of the way you want to create goals in order to accomplish these things, and every step of the way you're always going to want to factor in time management and scheduling, because in almost everything that you do, these are three things that are so key for you to actually accomplish what you need to accomplish. But today we're talking about goals that you may want to set in regards to creating an album, or goals that you may want to have in going into the album. With artistic goals, you're focusing on what do you hope to accomplish in the creation of this album artistically that you did not do on the last album. Are you going to be challenging yourself in the sense of your writing? Are you going to be challenging yourself in the sense of trying something different stylistically that kind of takes you out of your comfort zone? Possibly if you're a hip-hop artist, and maybe you're trying new flows or trying to create new flows. One of the goals I think artists should set when it comes to creating an album is challenge yourself as a writer. Are there songs or topics that you have not tackled that you should be tackling? One thing with mainstream music, popular music, is that a lot of times people stay within safe parameters, but challenge yourself to be able to create music that people will be able to listen to, but it's something that hasn't been done before. Something that pushes you as an artist, but at the same time though is something that an audience could resonate with, and it's something that's catchy, something that is that makes them want to sing along, makes them want to rap along to it. With the goals that you try to set, I think one of the things you may want to do is to look at what your last album was able to achieve. If this is your second album or your third album, your fourth album, then look at the success of each one of the albums that you've had before and ask yourself, are you elevating with each release? Are you getting better with each release? Are you challenging yourself with each release? And look at the accomplishments you've had on those albums there. And even if you want to look at it from the standpoint of more quantitative accomplishments, or whether you want to look at it from the standpoint of qualitative accomplishments, look at both and question yourself and take time to think about, okay, well, what am I going to do different this time? How am I going to surpass what I've already done? Because with music, as with anything in life, you're constantly looking at the past in order to determine what you're going to do in the future, because you don't want to, obviously you want to build upon those successes, but taking those successes and even going further is essentially what you want to do. One of the professional goals you should definitely have is setting sales targets that you actually want to reach with your project. And it's not to say that you're going to change your album in order to reach these sales, but keep that in mind. And that's something that doesn't necessarily have to affect the art of it, because at the end of the day, you're creating art that your fans are somewhat familiar with, and your fans, that stuff resonates with them. So don't veer out of what you're doing in order to have larger sales, because your fans are going to see through it. But I think it is important for you to actually set sales targets in order for you to say, okay, well, how do we make it so that we can create this project and reach an audience and not change who we are? And sometimes that just means hitting the road more often, touring more often, having merch that resonates with your audience, merch that your fans want to wear, whether it be a hat, whether it be a t-shirt, anything like that. But having sales targets, although it may or may not directly affect the creative aspect in the sense of recording your project or writing for your project, all these are things that you're going to want to think of well in advance in order for you to be able to get to that point there. And just coming up with different strategies in regards to how you're going to sell, whether it's your CD, whether it's your merch, or just increasing your sales in some sort of way. In closing, if you found this vlog to be informative, then please click the like button. If you found that there was information that you or someone else you know might be able to benefit from, then please share it, post it on Facebook, tweet it, wherever you feel possible to share this information, then please do. As well too, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, which is at youtube.com/Arlo Maverick. And as well too, don't forget that you can find me online on various social media platforms. You can find me on Instagram at Arlo Maverick. You can find me on Twitter at Arlo Maverick, or you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Arlo Maverick. And I guess until the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, peace.